Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the 100 mod playthrough for Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. And in the last episode, things became pretty crazy. We were strong enough to move north and actually go ahead and conquer one of the most valuable cities in the entire game. Right here, you can see our dragon rooster holding its wings up high. And now we're going back down south to basically claim our usurpation titles and become the lawful lords of this territory, which will then hopefully enable us to actually go ahead and land our very own knights, which will then hopefully allow us to go ahead and make some knights, which will be able to carry armies, and then we can start to look at actually going ahead and going independent. But before we do that, we were actually attacked on the roads by the Wild Ones. This is one of the scum and villainy bandits, and we're going to have to form up and try our best to defeat these guys without taking too many casualties. We have a very strong army, so we shouldn't really worry too much about this. And we're going to scratch that. Unfortunately, it does seem like this battle just crashes when I try to play it. So we're going to have to send the soldiers and hope that we don't lose too many. Oh my god, losing 42 men is painful. But such is the life of Mount and Blade Bannerlord. You know, there's just not much you can do. However, we can now capture 19 manslayers, which, as I've mentioned, is one of the best cavalries in the game. And we can also recruit the 21 soldiers we have stocked up right here. Unfortunately, yeah, we had to do that, but yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. We're going to recruit all of these guys, which is going to be a big help right now, boosting up our power. I mean, the savage barbarians without their legs. Yeah, I think the crash was something to do with the naked dismemberment or something of their bodies. Probably something to do with this, but, you know, it just is what it is. So let's take that. Gear-wise, oh, that's actually a better helmet for us. I guess we'll give it to someone else who needs it. Yeah, let's give it to Alexei. Alexei has proven himself time and time again, so let's equip him up. Why not? You could also do with a better kind of overpiece right there as well, and a War Razor. Oh, is this weapon better than my glaive? I just picked up a War Razor. So it has worse swing speed. It does considerably more damage. Yeah, but it's worse at thrusting, which we don't really care about, and its swing speed is a little bit worse. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. So we'll make sure that we do go and keep it. Also has a cool banner on it as well, which I kind of like. And let's give some other people as well. Anybody else who's mounted? Yeah, you're mounted as well. So let's give you a War Razor. Also, we'll keep this around for now. And then we'll take the food. We will take the mules. And then everything else can just go into experience, I guess. Okay, so now that we've won that battle, annoyingly, we had to auto-resolve it. But, you know, sometimes you do just have to kind of roll with the punches, especially when we're, like, you know, 25 hours into this campaign. We're bound to start to run into some issues like that. And honestly, I don't mind too much as long as, you know, we can get through it and there is a way around it. It's not like a hard crash or anything. So right now, we are currently heading back to our settlement so we can access the Bannerlord screen, the Banner King screen, and so that we can start to claim our new territory. Okay, cool. So we are here now at our city, and I think if we go to Dementor, yeah, we can now click to usurp each and every one of these. Pressing your claims, pressing your claims and usurping this title from its owner makes you the lawful ruler of this title, which we can now do, and now we can now grant it to people, which I think is important. So we can do that, we can do that. Yeah, and I can also grant this. So I'm pretty sure, if I grant this barony to someone, I won't lose, that person will still be under me because I own this county title and not the barony title. So this is the barony of Gurnet Castle, which is this one right here. I still think I can give this to someone and then they pay me taxes. I think that's how it works. Let's have a look. Oh, and now that we've actually claimed now we've claimed the county title, we can now start to actually claim all these other titles as well. Annoyingly, I couldn't claim these beforehand, but I can, I guess, now, which we're going to do. So these are all the lordships of the minor villages, which are going to be great. We're going to start our claim on them, and we're also going to claim the dukedom as well. I actually don't know where Gabs is. Is that an actual city or something? I guess we could take a look. Was it something like along them lines, right? Yeah, I don't think it's an actual settlement or whatever it is. But either way, we're going to go ahead and get them get the year pumping so we can usurp all of these titles. And I think that will then allow us to actually start granting territory. Something I didn't realize is that we didn't have the Ritter lifestyle until just now. So now I've changed up from mercenary to Ritter. It means we're gonna have to start again from the beginning, which is annoying, but it does also mean that we can now start to progress it, and also our cavalry is going to be dealing with way more damage, so that's at least a bonus. I could have sworn that I already improved it, but I guess not. Also, I've been trying to still give away hierarchies and make knighthoods, and I just seemingly can't. I don't really know what the issue is. We'll figure it out, but for now, we're going to have to just roll with our individual party, which is kind of annoying. You know, we even do have lordships to grant as well. I also have now clicked to usurp all of these. For some reason, it wasn't showing up beforehand, maybe because I didn't legally own the county of Hillside, and now I do. I can now usurp the rest of these, which is what we're going to be doing, but we're going to have to wait for that to happen, annoyingly. And we're also going to grab the dukedom, which should have been allowing me to get all of these legally as well, and then really start to build up my own empire, which is going to be perfect. So yeah, I guess I don't really know what to do now. I don't really know what to do now that we can't create parties. I guess it's time for a war, and I guess a war against the Aserai is probably on the cards, because they're really the only like strong faction left remaining, which, you know, isn't going to multi-war us. So if we take a look at the Aserai, you can see that they have 25,000 men. They're like the only faction that actually matters against us. To be fair though, factions are building up strength again quite quickly. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these factions do struggle. Rhaegar and the Southern Empire are still looking pretty strong, but the Aserai, 25,000 men. It's going to be a fun war, and a war I think we can just do by ourselves. And it actually looks like everybody is full on board with this. 200 to consider declaring war. Let's do it. We'll propose it. Everybody wants to. It's going to be one hell of a battle, because 23,000 soldiers versus 25. You don't really see odds like that very often. So let's do it. We will, I guess, vote a little bit just so we voted, and we also gain relation with everybody. And boom, war has been declared. Okay, so I've basically gone ahead and declared wars for the other factions now, because again, I've mentioned this a few times, wars don't really get declared much in this mod list, unfortunately. That's like the one bad thing about it. So you have to go in with the console commands and do it manually. But how we've set things up, we have the Western and Southern Empire both fighting, because I want maybe a more united Empire faction, and one of them is bound to win. The Northern and Western Empire also fighting, so they're fighting on both sides. We also have Britannia coming in, and now I'm saying this, I'm realizing the Western Empire is fighting 3 people. That was probably my bad, but it'll be interesting to see if they can hold. We also have the Kuzites going after Sturgia, so going to be building up this, and then of course we are fighting the Aserai. I didn't really want to do anything else because the Aserai technically outnumber us, and I wanted to have a harder chance of winning against them. So we'll see how things are, and we have a lot of influence as well stockpile, which is going to be nice. Besides, we just spent a lot usurping on Banner Kings, but we're going to raise an army as best as we can and then kind of go from there. I also need to reform my army, which is something we're going to have to do. Okay, so we have about 200 men. I went into the garrison and bought some extra soldiers. I think our settlements are going to be under attack pretty heavily. Luckily, we have a 1,000-man garrison here at the our main city, so I think this settlement's going to be the hardest one to defend. So let's go raise up some soldiers whilst we're here. We need probably generally people who do cost barely anything to go ahead and recruit, but still offer a decent amount of soldiers. Something like this. 94 men is pretty good. 74. We can maybe recruit 1 more, maybe 2 more. Yeah, something like that I think will be a decent setup. That's about enough men for us to really have a good time. I guess we're going to recruit some more levies into our army as well. I really don't want to, but it might just be sensible just to have, so we have the most amount of soldiers, and if they do die, they die. Oh yeah, as well, something I also forgot to do is hand in the Peter Punisher as well. We recently, did we not, we killed him, no? I guess not. I guess it's not going to let me hand it in for whatever reason. That's fine. We will just rock up. So yeah, waiting for our armies to form up. We will form a camp, and then we will decide to actually push across. And I think trying to take this castle is going to be our main goal, because again, if we can conquer this, we basically own the entirety of this strait. So all the Aserai trade coming into Valandia will be something that we can control and basically make a ton of money from. Not that we need money, as we're making just a ridiculous amount. Tax on markets is 30k right now, which is kind of crazy. I am interested. Yeah, they only have about 100 men here, which is not bad. The banners are coming and it looks glorious. Look at everybody arrive. Perfect timing indeed. So yeah, we'll have roughly around about 500 men. I think that should be enough to secure a little bit of a stronghold right here. The Aserai are going to be busy building up their own forces for a little bit of time. And it does also seem like this castle can't sustain itself either. So we should be able to besiege it and even force it to retreat. Yeah, they're immediately requesting us to come in. And they immediately surrender, which is perfect. Really good. Oh, nice as well. We can now get siege warrior upgrades as well. That's amazing. These guys are incredible. 220 engineering skill is amazing. We're going to want to try and get one of them as a companion if we can. Yeah, they just have no food here, which is perfect timing, really. Let's get some crossbows there as well. No loot whatsoever. Oh, we did get a banner though. Increase range accuracy. I can't actually remember who our archery guy is. Is it Alexei? I think it is. Let's give him that banner for sure. And again, we'll take the rest of the food or whatever that was. And we'll just show mercy. We'll show mercy and I will take this for my own. And we'll, of course, if we have enough influence, immediately claim it. Immediately claim it as that timer does tick. And nice. That's not a bad thing. We just like turned up. They were already starving. From my guess. I don't even know why they were. I guess it was a Banner King's issue, which is fine for me. I'll take it. Though I do want to start seeing the Aserai armies mounting up and coming at me. Yeah, not a big garrison here either. And yeah, I mean, they're only just about losing food. So it must have been like on the edge. So if we go over here and we go to Dimension Management and we go over, we encourage that. We will lower the tax priority. Yeah, we will do that. I mean, actually, to be fair, executing slaves or executing criminals might not be a bad idea to get the population down. The workforce will go on construction. Military-wise, will enable food rationing, which should help out. Garrison size, standard. And that food rationing should sort out all the issues. And something I could do as well is I could drop off food here, but I don't really have any. And yeah, I guess that's good for us. I mean, if we go to the manager castle, we can stick one of their lords in control. Who does it? Yeah, you give security, so we're going to assign you. And then we're going to culturally assimilate this region. And we're going to focus on just building a lot of this stuff. And this actually, the upgraded walls finishes in a day as well. So I think all of these might finish in a day. Should be amazing. And then we'll add on this. How long? That takes 60 days. So yeah, do this, then this, then this, then... Oh, I messed it up. Do this, then this. Sorry, no. Do this, do this, do this, and then do that. Cool, perfect, babe. We'll give him 20 grand to do your thing. And we'll come back in a little while. I'm going to visit the rest of these fishing villages as also, just to see if they have any extra food that I could even just give to the settlement to stop it from starving. But I think with the food rationing, we should be fine there. But we'll come back and we'll take a look. So now we have a couple options. I'm interested to see if their main city here, yeah, this city isn't starving and has a 700-man militia, which is pretty scary. We could do a couple things, though. We could just starve them out. Oh, we have an army here as well. Can we go and ambush here? Oh, sorry, I just cheated there. How do you ambush again? So I was just trying to ambush this force, but it doesn't seem like I can. I'm clicking shift and right click, but it's not working. Maybe this forest isn't dense enough for us or something. It would be really dope if we could get in. I think for the most part, we are just going to try and chase them and capture them this way. They are running from us, which is fine. And we should be fast enough. I don't know, they're forming up as well. Now, the question is, do I still take this fight? I'm interested to see if they're going to turn and try and fight me now. They're still running with 700 men. That's kind of crazy. I don't really want to go down here. It would have been perfect to be able to set up an ambush there. But let's, I guess, go down and we'll start a siege and then see what happens. Again, we might need to... yeah, they're going to go and siege my settlement. So we're going to let them and then we're going to wrap around, I think. Yeah. Oh my god, they got some scary... We need to try and cut off that back army first and then engage this force. I don't think we're going to be able to kill both of these armies. So let's try and do that. I'm going to try and divide and conquer to my best ability. They're going to go siege that. We're going to scare off this army, then wrap around and then attack the army sieging us. That's going to be the goal. Unless these guys want to fight us. Yeah, no, they're running away now, which is good. And now we turn to fight this army. And we basically have to hit this army before they can reform. I think that's going to be our only way of doing it. Yeah, they're turning around now, but it's going to be a little while. And now we hit this army as they siege us, and then this army won't be involved. That was very important we did it that way. If we didn't, these two armies would have been able to meet up, and we would have been slaughtered. Now we can engage them with full force and just hope for the best. I'm going to make sure I recruit all the extra soldiers, though, that I can, because even though we'll be over our limit, it won't matter because we'll be fighting the battle. Morale doesn't matter at this point. Our armies living on a constant high. Oh, our lordship also went up. Knighting requires less influence, which I think is important. And we also have a vassal limit, which is great. We'll do that right off the bat. And then we will engage. Let's do it. Okay, so here is our formation. We have the main shield wall in the gap, and I'm hoping these guys are going to be enough to intimidate the enemy in. Then we have pretty much all of our polearms and aggressive shock infantry over on the right-hand side. We're going to select these bad boys and, yeah, stick them as far back as possible so the AI's not going to be interested in them. And then we got the enemy back on the hill and our cavalry defending that right flank with our left-hand side being defended from this hillside, mountainside. I'm hoping it's going to be enough. Again, we're going to be using the dense fog that is on the battlefield to basically try and conceal our men back there, force the enemy into this tightly knitted area, and then outflank them with our aggressive infantry and just annihilate them. As we can see, they actually have a lot of missile units and a lot of infantry, and they also have reinforcements that are going to be spawning, so that's going to be a bit scary, but I think we'll be able to do it. It does seem like the AI is playing very defensive. I don't know why, when they have a massive number advantage, but I guess they're more than welcome to. So we're going to go up and try and encourage them to be a little bit more aggressive by engaging some of their cavalry. They don't have a lot of it, but as you can see, what they do have is pretty elite. So it's going to be not as easy to take these down. We are also using the glaive that we've got access to as well. Unfortunately, we're getting a lot of handle hits. We're going to have to try and time our strike that bit better. And obviously, against the camels, it is a little bit more difficult to do so. But yeah, let's just try and take out a few of their riders. Yeah, decent hit right there. Okay, when we get the proper weapon off and not hit the handle, it does way more damage. Okay, good to know. Oh, that was a double hit as well. Nice. Yeah, okay, the blade is definitely much smaller on this weapon than the other glaive, but when it hits and when it hits properly, it does loads of damage, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that a lot. Let's just, again, get out of the enemy missile range, maybe try and just take out a few more of them, and then I guess if they're not going to sit back, we're going to have to advance on them. My plan was going to be glorious, but it doesn't seem like the AI wants to attack, which I guess I can't blame them. So seemingly the AI just is not going to come at me whatsoever. That's fine. We still have an aggressive front line. We still have a reinforcement line. And we have our missile line that should be enough to really scare them. And then we also have our cavalry as well. So even though we can't outfit our plan as we decided, we're going to just go ahead and mold to the situation. And basically that means we're going to engage them with our front line, and then we're just going to smash them with shock infantry from a flank, and they're going to rout immediately. Also, this weapon does so much damage when you hit it on the blade and don't get a handle hit. It's actually disgusting. Let's see if we can wrap up a kill here. It's much harder to hit infantry with it because the handle generally hits first, but if you can just hit like this, you pretty much one-shot anybody you run into, and it's amazing. We're still waiting for our main infantry block to get up here. They were a bit slow because they were still in shield wall, but it does now mean our missiles can now start firing off a handful of shots at the enemy line, just start weakening their shields and stuff. And the good thing is we don't really have to worry much about their cavalry because they just don't have any. 5 on one flank, 8 on the other. Like, what is that going to do? Not a lot, let me tell you. So we can just sit back, wait for our reinforcements to arrive, get up here, and then start being a bit more aggressive, I think. Okay, now let's push up. Everybody is in formation, which is a beautiful thing to see. I'm going to push my shock infantry up on my right-hand side. And yeah, we just need to encourage them to come in as much as we need to. We're going to mount this hill as well. Their cavalry is going to probably do some, like, annoying things, but not something that should really stop us. And we have infantry to back us up as well. We just need our missiles to really start pounding in on their formation. Do keep in mind, though, they're going to have some good stuff in this line. You know, we do have the quality first filter on when it comes to troops, so we can only imagine they're going to have some decent soldiers in that line as well. Let's come in and just try and cause some more issues if we can with this cavalry fight. And then what we're going to do is we're going to outflank with our own cavalry. Let's come in here. Just don't let him get stuck in. Try and take out a horse maybe, or a camel. Then doing anything, if our manslayer can get back on that horse there, that'd be perfect. Even though it does seemingly have already been mounted. Yeah, just continue to harass them. I mean, we must be winning this missile off. No, we must be, right? Yeah, slowly. We've killed about 2 to 1 so far, which is fine. Get the infantry into a shield wall. Missiles are going to have to fall back as well at some point. That lone horse is getting smashed by the bloodhounds. I love it. Cavalry doing a good job. Only a handle hit, annoyingly. Yeah, their cavalry is non-existent whatsoever. Non-existent. We are losing a few too many, though. I don't know if this is something that I want to concede or not. We're losing, yeah, a few too many men. I think we're going to get stuck into the melee now. So let's do it. Let's get our infantry up. A bit more aggressive. We're going to get our archers up on this hill. And then you guys are going to start, yeah, missiles up on this hill, please, here. And then we're going to start pushing this line a bit further around. And that should cause them some issues. And then cavalry, AI command, do your thing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so, yeah, our missiles are being hit hard. So I want to bring up my infantry as much as possible. Let's get them engaged. And then our shock infantry can get around the flank. I'm surprised we're not killing more of their horses, honestly. Now, our cavalry has now split into 2. Oh my god, they're pushing us. They're pushing us. Reform, reform. Then let's get the infantry down. They're actually splitting their infantry down here. Let's get the infantry into a wedge.
Together.
And let's tell the infantry to start pushing down there as well. Our own cavalry is hitting them. Lots of spear infantry. Our main front line is now fully engaged, as you guys can see. And we basically need this line to charge down, kill these guys, and then wrap around. Missiles should be setting up momentarily. Yeah, missiles are basically fully set up now, which is big. We just need that front line to hold as long as possible. And we need our infantry to get stuck in. We'll use our mace here against these guys, I think, because it does some decent damage. Okay, they won yet? Okay, they won there. Push, push, push. We could go after the missiles. I'm actually going to tell all of my cavalry just to focus down their missiles for now. And we need the infantry to get in here ASAP. We're going to dismount as well. Come in here and do as much damage as possible. Yeah, we'll dismount a little bit. Our infantry is now coming up, which is good. So let's get our infantry and tell them to charge in. We need this reinforcement big as well. Let's go, let's go. Here they come, reinforcing him. This should be a big hit into their side now. Yeah, there we go. We should basically be able to clear up this entire flank.
It's almost harvesting season.
Quite nicely. More reinforcements. The only annoying thing is that some of the infantry isn't fully in here yet. Yeah, as you can see, the enemy line is starting to crumble. They do have a fair amount of missiles. And there you go. Their reinforcements have also spawned. That's why we're as laggy as we are. Their reinforcements spawn. But I don't think they're going to have enough. And there you go. Their front line is breaking. We want to push, 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 push. Cavalry continue to harass. Let's keep on going. Our missiles should be hammering them from this hill. Yeah, our missiles are destroying them on this hill. And a lot of green. They're going to reform there. Let's get our missiles reformed up on this hill then. I want my infantry, after we're done pushing, I want my infantry up on this hill here. Yeah, I want my infantry up on this hill here. And then we're going to basically reform and do it all over again. So infantry reform. Our skirmish infantry can kind of get over here again. And then our missiles are going to get up here as well. Cavalry can come back. Cavalry come back. Cavalry come back. Don't overcommit now that they're reformed. And let's go again. Oh, it looks like they're being really aggressive here. Okay, they're going well aggressive. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We need these guys in, though, for sure. I'm just going to just charge my shock infantry into their flank. Let's do that. Because they pushed up their archers massively. My crossbows are still taking a little bit of time to get involved. And our front line is going to struggle. They have the numbers to push for us. Let's just try and help out as much as we can. Until these guys can wrap around the missiles. Our crossbows... Really wish my crossbows were moving a little bit faster than they were, but it's fine. And we just have to hope that our elite quality can hold off. Granted, of course, as the battle does go on, they do spawn in worse and worse soldiers. Which is good for us. And also bad for us. Make sure we don't get hit there. Yeah, we are getting a little bit surrounded here. Let's be a little bit careful. Block that. Slash him down. Nice. That was good. Same again here. Take out that guy. Infantry is now wrapping in. Good, good, good. Yeah, infantry's coming in to help out the main fight. We need it. We need it badly. Pull out our mace now. I think more of their reinforcements are spawning now. Yeah, only a handful though. Really not many men whatsoever. And they are deciding to maybe hold the line over. They're pulling back again. Okay. That's good for us. They are still fighting as they fall back firm. That shield on my shoulder is helping out. Luckily as well, we can just keep on swinging because we have that shield on our shoulder. That defends us. We don't even have to wield it. Just make sure I turn my shoulder to it. Okay, infantry need to come off the hill now. Yeah, push off the hill. Our crossbows are in a good formation now, firing down on this position. And we need to get these guys in as well. Let's get these guys around the flank though. Guys, push. Our main front line is fighting. Push up our missiles as well. No, missiles. Let's do it. Let's do it. Infantry push. And then just go after them. Push on this line. They're going to go after the missiles. The rest of the infantry are now in. Charge, charge, charge. Then we got the infantry outflanking them. This has been a solid battle. A battle where we were outnumbered 2-1. Unfortunately, we can only get a handle here. So that guy's arm just got flung off. Beautiful. Oh, another one as well. No longer holding that shield. And there you go. They're breaking. Everybody charged now. The enemy are on the run. There's no way they're going to hold us off now. And we just make sure that we try and capture / take down as many soldiers as we can. Oh, good hit right there with the halberd. We got very low quality soldiers coming at us now. Nothing that can stand against us. Okay, so victory was ours. We managed to defeat the enemies. We did take losses. Like, we did end up losing about 150 men, which isn't great. We still do need to take the castle. But I'm very happy with how the boys performed. Look at that. The Helios Guard with 82 kills, 4 casualties. The Palatine Guard with 107 kills, just to 7 losses. That's pretty incredible. The boys did a good job. I'm happy with how they performed, and we were able to smash that first Aserai army. We'll be able to capture a lot of them here as well, which will be really, really big. That will prevent them from, reinforcing their armies. We could also look to increase our charm a bit. And actually, I take that back. Our charm is already really high, so we can just imprison every one of these lords right off the bat and not have to worry about anything. Cool. We also got a ton of prisoners as well. We're just going to probably keep some of the higher tier men. To be fair, though, yeah, we'll keep the marksman. And we're already over our limit right there. Yeah, we just don't have a few of I guess we'll get rid of a few of these guys. I actually don't care. Like, if they reform more armies, whatever, I'll just defeat them again. I'd rather take more prisoners. Because, yeah, camel riders, the Dashar veterans are really good. And, yeah, a lot of these elite camels are very scary as well. Oh, my, as well. Look at this dude right here. He looks amazing. What's his stats like? Yeah, he's some of the... And the thing is, we haven't really been here before. His stats suck. How's his armor? His armor's okay. Okay, he's not really as good as... He looks cool. We'll take him anyway. He'll be our special man. Maybe even making him into a companion could be kind of cool. The Aserai Spearmen are decent. Anti-cav. I think I'll just take the Mamluk Archers, and we'll call it there. We also got 6 upgrades. Some more Helios Guard, more Helios Infantry, and we'll take some more Cavalry. I think our Cavalry were the ones that will hit the most during that. Okay, so we were able to win victory there, which was pretty nice. There is another army coming in. I'm going to maybe... Oh, they're already sieging... They have an army over here as well? Wait, where are they sieging me? Oh, they're sieging me all the way up. Oh, not my castle. Who the hell is sieging us up here, though? It's pretty insane. I mean, not my castle, not my problem. But yeah, we're going to go and garrison our city. We have enough food to last us a little bit. We'll hand up for prisoners. I'm going to wait here and see if they try and attack us. If they try and attack us, it's madness. No, yeah, they pull back. And we need to heal anyway with 27 wounded. We'll let them move out and try and reform. If they want to come in and try and attack, they're more than welcome to. Doesn't seem like they are willing to do so, which again, is absolutely fine. That's a scary force. That's a very scary force there. If they wrap around, we could be in a hard situation. They are as well. Question is, okay, how many men do we have here? We have 400. And then we have 50 defenders. So again, we would be outnumbered 2-1 here. Yeah, I think we're going to sit here. We have enough food, and I think siege battles is a good way to encourage them to come in. That is a lot of men, though. That is a lot of soldiers about to siege me. More than last time, actually. A lot more than last time. Luckily, I think we'll join the defense, obviously. I'm pretty sure our level 3 walls did get built, though. And they have to attack us soon. So I'm hoping they're going to attack us without the appropriate siege equipment. And ideally, if these 600 don't, they do get involved. And more reinforcements. Oh my. This is going to be insane. We're fighting on all his two. We are. Oh no, this is not good. Please get artillery though. Yes, they're building the trebuchets though. That's big. That is really big. If we can get another one built, we'll be in a very good situation. They have a ram. We're gonna have to stop that ram, and they attack. Oh my, this is a battle. Outnumbered 1,800 and 61 to 500. It's gonna be an insane engagement. Okay, guys, this is where I'm going to wrap up the episode. We're going to fight this battle at the beginning of the next episode, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, in the next episode, we're going to try and survive, give everything we have with our elite army, and hope for the best. Luckily, we do have the ability to actually have a majority of our soldiers on the field at once to win this, so hopefully it will go well. If not, though, we're going to be in a big trouble. So we just have to make sure we win this battle. There is no other option. So subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a like and a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.